What's going on, YouTubulous? EXO coming at you here, just rocking out with Frankenstein. Well, not really rocking out, but we will be rocking out really soon thanks to our JY addition here. This is the part 3 and hopefully the final part of the whole process of wiring up our JY lithium batteries. And I gotta say, I got a little bit carried away and we fit in both banks here with a little bit of test fitting. So to begin today's video, I figured we'll use the test fitting to our advantage and do a little bit of measuring for our new battery terminals. That's right, we're changing directions from our aluminum 10 spots to some nice custom copper ones that we're gonna make right here at home. So let's go grab our tape measure and see how much room we actually have to work with back here. Just went through and measured all the important gaps that we're about to be closing with our custom copper bars, making sure not to go over too far on either end because, of course, there is the metal of the car that we have to deal with. Even though it is covered and painted beyond that, we have 7 inches of workable room. We're only gonna use about 5.5 inches of that just to make me feel a little bit better about things. And the same exact thing goes for our center negative terminal here. We're gonna keep things just about long enough to go a little less than halfway into the case. 13.5 inches should do it. It'll give us just enough room to work with when we do our series wiring with our plates right here bolted down 3, 6, 9, 12 volts. Perfect. Boom, just like that, everything is all cut and drilled. Kind of just wanted to breeze past it in this video since we highlighted so much of the cutting and drilling in our other video, and everything is looking good. Gonna do a little bit more Scotch-Brite, shine her up a little bit, and make the edges a little less hard, and it's gonna be looking great, guys. These are gonna be our series straps. These are left and right battery terminals, and here's our center negative terminal. Everything came out pretty good since I had so much extra copper. Why not utilize it? This shit just looks so good and matches. It'll be beautiful. Unfortunately, where we're at now in the process is where we start working backwards. We're gonna have to take all these cells out. We just got them in there looking all good for test fitting, but we need to remove them so we can safely work around measuring the zero gauge for everything, for the whole, linking this battery bank to this battery bank. We need to do that with wires, hefty zero gauge wires, and 10 of them on this side, 10 of them on this side, and then 20 in the middle. It's gonna be a lot of finagling, a lot of measuring, and we're gonna have to do it individually one by one, and we're gonna use one wire to do all of the measuring. We're gonna take that one wire, do it, measure it, write it down. Take that same wire, do another measurement, write that down. So we're gonna go down a list, so when we go to our wire, we can just literally start cutting off from a huge roll instead of going back and forth. Work smarter, not harder. It's all about that. I'll just walk you through exactly what I mean with this little loomster here. I chose a really flexible piece of wire. It's really great for this particular job. So what I'm doing is I'm going on spot number 5. We're doing this in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're on spot 5. So this wire is becoming our measurement tool. Put it right where our terminal is gonna be screwed into our battery. Run it right along. This is all just for test fitting purposes. And then our other terminal is gonna be right up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 on the other side. So I'm gonna take this wire and just match it up right about there. I'll measure that and then see what our next measurement is for number 5. That piece was just about 22.5 inches. So I'll go over and mark down that measurement right now. So everything will be really easy. Once we go over to our wire, we can literally just do all of our cuts right in a row. And there we go, breezing through some of the monotony there with some video editing. We have all of our pieces measured out and cut to length, and actually we labeled them 1 through 20. That'll make it a lot more easier once we get our ends on there of where they go in the car, even though they pretty much go from smallest to biggest. And now it's gonna be a whole other sequence of what? 20 on this side, 20 on the other side. We're gonna be doing lots and lots of crimping. So we got our ends, our silver tinned copper lugs, perfect size for our 1/0, and we're going down with our 50 die, and that should be a nice snug fit for these, what, 40 lugs, guys. Oh my God, I'm gonna be getting a workout with this. So I'll put the camera up for just a couple of them, and then we'll fast forward and come at you guys right after. Only halfway done, and I'll tell you this, I am feeling it in my hands. The star of the show sitting back here, our nice little hydraulic crimpers. And now I think we're just gonna move on to the positive, but since you guys have just watched 2 minutes of the same old, I'm just gonna fast forward it, do all the measuring and cutting off film, and I'll come at you after we have all of the red and the green laid out 100%. So again, by the magic of video editing, And voila, the old bastard came through. We only have one more side left to do, but I figured I was gonna do a little bit more test fitting, so I may be able to trim those down just a cunt hair. But there we go, guys. Positives and negatives all taken care of. These ones are going in the back first, so that's why we have both ends all terminated. And these ones we can leave for right now because we're gonna attach them on the top bar and then do a nice perfect fit into the bar beneath it. Things are boosting right along. It's hard to believe we're already at this point, but here we are, guys. Got the wire all ready to go. We're gonna do this one by one, starting with the top part of the right-hand side, number 1. And that's going down the very center here of the bus bar. I'm just undoing the bolts like we did in all the other build videos that we've posted already this year. 1, 2, skip a few, go right down the line. So I'll come at you when I get this half all done. It should be 10 wires hanging out. Fast forward about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, because I took a tiny bit of a break. We have got all the wiring done for the positive in the back, which is gonna be right up on our left and right battery terminals for the JY lithium cells. But as you can see, holy crap, it is crunched spaces back there. And the legs of my tripod are metal. And I was gonna actually try to set you guys in here, but then I had second thoughts just for, safety precautions. We'll be pushing these wires back over a little bit to do some extra beauty touches now that we're able to move on to the grounds. Oh boy, this is gonna be the part where you're gonna see everything. It's gonna be going right along here, just noodling out from the center going to the left and right. So let's not waste any time. Go ahead and grab this whole big chunk of munka right here. Holy freaking copper. And we'll just start going through one by one and connecting them on these bars. Talk about hella connections. Look at this madness before us. Good Lord. And I still have to do a little bit more trimming and hydraulic crimping. You can see how everything matched up pretty well. We were gonna go on the other side of these lugs, but it matches up really nicely going on the inside of them. So it kind of will hug the edges of the wood as we reach up probably, 12 inches above it. So it'll have a nice little curve. So I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'm telling you, my legs of all things feel numb from like bending over this way and kind of being tippy-toed all day. So I'm gonna go ahead and stretch a little bit, maybe go for a quick bike ride. We just got a brand new set of tires here. Me and Elise are gonna be doing some more bike riding. So I'll just take a break here, guys. But what do you think? Slap a big thumbs up for getting shit done over here. Oh boy, I am feeling great. Wires. Coming at you here the next day doing lots of wiring. We have the ends all terminated with our copper lugs, and now we're gonna go ahead and switch gears into plugging them in on our bus bars. But before we do that, we need to wire up our cells in series. That's right, there's gonna be 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in between there's gonna be little straps to bring up the voltage to 12 volts. 3, 6, 9, 12, so it'll match up with a parallel wiring. So right now, let's go ahead and grab our cells and just start laying them out here like we did originally when we test fit. And then we'll go ahead and bolt them together with our copper. boy, guys, got our cells all wired up in series, and I figured we'll use this opportunity to show you guys just exactly how this is working with our multimeter. Going along the line, our voltage is slowly increasing from one cell's voltage all the way up to 13 volts. 12 volt compatibility still, but I'll show you here one by one. We're gonna go ahead and connect our negative probe right here all the way to the left, and I'll show you that the first cell is reading at 3.3 volts. And then when you add the next cell, which is the next positive right here in the series wiring config, it is 6.6. So as you can see, we just had two of the 3.3s added up in series to get our 6.6. So next we should be seeing close to 10 volts right there, 10 volts even. And then for the last one, all the way over here, which is gonna give us our 12 volt compatible battery, here it is, 13.3. That is just great. And then the 12 volt AGMs beneath it are resting anywhere between 13.1 and 13 volts, depending on the day. So these two banks will just kind of meet the middle ground, just like how Little Blue did. So I should see anywhere between 13.2 resting voltage. Guys, it is coming right along. Both sides of the positives are completely snugged up and connected with our stainless steel hardware. I made sure to go around 2 times, 3 times to make sure it was nice and tight and nothing is moving. She is not going anywhere, and I am so happy with the way it's turning out, guys. Oh my gosh. Take a step back here. We're gonna have to work out our patience muscle because I am a little bit tired and a little bit hungry, so we're gonna take a small break and then get into our negative terminal right here, center stage. It's gonna look beautiful. We got her already sitting right here. The bar is already done up with our hardware, and it's gonna match up perfectly with the left and the right. And there she is, guys. Oh my word, I am really proud. Even though we have some more zip tying and organization to do right here in the front to make those wires that we're looking at just a tad bit more, I don't know, neat, just so there's even distances between them all. But you get the point, guys. Holy shit, for a single day's work, I am really happy with what we've done today. Everything is all safely wired, good distances from the edges of the car, braced up on the side here, braced up on the top, back, front. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I just want to go through everything here, guys. It took a lot of work. Oh my god, got a little bit of a weird twitch going on in my arm here from doing all this meticulous wiring and stuff. It looks really good from a lot of different angles. Check this out, guys. So much copper, but I gotta say, this is probably my most favorite angle right here. Let's go ahead and do a final little voltage test and see where we're charging at. We have our batteries all charging at once. So we have them connected on the negative and the positive. So let's go ahead and see what the voltage is right here next to our charging source. And check it out. 13.83 volts. So what do you think, guys? I'm really feeling really good about this whole thing. I feel kind of a little gross right now. I need to take a shower, but hell, it was a great sunny hot day, and it really translated into a lot of work being done. So click a big fat thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing it and want to see more stuff like this. In the next video, be sure to stay tuned, because we're gonna start jamming this thing. We're gonna, have some fun with it, but I really need to get the brakes done and get it registered. We are expired. January fucking Flexo is expired here, so I gotta redo my tags for North Carolina and get a brake job, because these things are riding on metal. I cannot even believe I made it here, all the 900-mile trip when we first moved here. So, all right, guys, this is EXO signing out until the next time. Thanks for bearing with me while we get shit done.